All right, y'all. So real quick, man, I've been having a subscriber been asking me about this fighter, Lucero Acosta, Loba. Make sure I pronounce her name right. I'll just call her Loba. But he's been asking my take on Acosta and how she would fare, like I guess going into the Contender Series, and just what I think of her overall. Like, I think she's an exciting fighter. From what I've seen, I think that for the level that she's on, she's pretty much been like a full-time combate global fighter. Like, she hasn't really stepped out of the box to any other regional scenes, like Fury FC or LFA or Invicta or anything like that. So for me to gauge her against any of the other fighters out there, or to see how she would do in Dana White's Contender Series, I would need to see her pick up a belt at Combate or somewhere else, or step out of the box and fight some of these other fighters, like like a fighter like Shea Bowers or Shannon Clark, any of these other fighters at flyweight. I mean, she's a pretty good size flyweight. She's 5'6". Her reach is almost like 69. I think they listed as a 68.9 here, but that's pretty much 69. And I know her age here says 30, but she is 31 years old now. So, the time is kind of ticking. I was looking at her resume. She has about 6 wins and 2 losses. And, she hasn't been that most active. Like, I think she fights maybe like once a year. Like, the most I've seen her fight, I think, is like 2 times a year. And I think she didn't fight at all in 2024. Her last fight was about 6 or 7 months ago. So to really catch up with some of these other girls that are trying to get to the UFC, I need to see a little bit more from her. I mean, she's, like I said, an exciting kickboxer. She's kind of a scrappy type of fighter, a little flat-footed, but she does have power. But other than that, I need to see her do a little bit more to show, like, okay, she's ready for Dana White's Contender Series and take that next level to the UFC. She needs to get over to PFL, jump in that flyweight division, or go somewhere like LFA, try to pick up that belt against Shannon Clark, or just be really active. I think that's really her downfall, is just she's not an active fighter like that. I know she does a little bit of modeling and things like that. I think she has OnlyFans, but, if you're really serious about it, hey, you got to go in there and stay active like these other young ladies are doing.